So shall we start?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I want you to take the opportunity and say something about yourself.
Okay, sure. I would definitely introduce myself. I am Abdul Qadir from Sindh, Pakistan, and currently I'm pursuing my bachelor's in English literature. And I'm in my final years. I'm probably graduating very soon. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I like to watch movies, TV shows in my free time. And apart from that, I like to have these kind of sessions where I can, have conversation with different people from different countries and to improve my English. Yeah, that is all about me.
That's really impressive. And my name is, let me introduce myself also. My name is Gaurav, as you already know that. I'm a teacher of English. I have been teaching English for almost 14 years. I'm running my own institute where I teach English. And apart from this, now I don't get time to play cricket. So I watch cricket and I listen to music. That's all about me.
That's very great, and it's really good that you are running your own institute. And like you mentioned that you have been teaching for 14 years. So have you been teaching 14 years in an institute only, or like you have had jobs and
Uh,
before any school? Or
Before coming to this profession, I was working somewhere. I was working for a multinational company, and after that, I started teaching or I started my own institute. So since then, I have been into this profession. I'm enjoying that.
okay. So how is your experience as a teacher? Like, how did you compare your jobs, like the job that you are doing before in multinational company, now that you are doing teaching? So you just said that you are enjoying the job. So how is your experience as a teacher and as a, the company you have been working for?
Uh, I used to work for a multinational company, and that's what I always wanted to do. I worked hard to get that job because it is not an easy thing to get a job in a multinational when you are coming from a background where people do not speak English. And I was from a Hindi medium student, sorry, Hindi medium. So when I started learning English, it was time of my graduation. I was graduating almost. I was in second year, I think, second or final year. I started my journey of learning English. When I got that job, I was on cloud nine. I really enjoyed that. That was just like when you really strive for something, you work really hard for something. When you get that, the kind of achievement that you feel, and I was really happy at that time. I really enjoyed that. But after working 1.5 years, I was tempted into starting an institute by some of my friends. They forced me to come to this profession. I never wanted to leave my job, and I don't know what came over me. So I left that and I started my institute. It was going well, and I started enjoying that. So that's how I came into this profession. So I liked both the things, and I still like that. I still like my profession as a teacher. So that's how the things took shape.
Okay. So your friends basically motivated you, or as you mentioned, tempted you to open an institute. So it was like never your plan to open an
Yeah.
institute and become a teacher.
Yes, you're right. Tempted. Why did I use that word? Because they did not only motivated me because they had their own motives. One of my friends was a partner of someone else who was running an institution, so they had a fight. I don't know the story behind that. Even I did not know about that thing when he came to me. So he started pestering me to start an institute, and I started paying attention to the kind of things that he was saying. So I thought everything is good. He is also there to support me. So he bought all the chairs and tables and a writing board. So I gave him the money later on, but he was quite adamant to do things like this. So he did everything, he arranged everything, and that's how my institute, my small institute, took shape. And I took some leaves from my office. That was for 22 days. I told my team leader that I would definitely come after 22 days because I'm going to prepare for SI exam, sub inspector, and that was the lie. So after coming from there, because I thought that if I did not enjoy this or if the things do not go as planned, So I have a like a leeway to go back and start my own job. So that never happened. I started enjoying that, and later on I got to know that he wanted me to do things like this. He fabricated everything because he told me a different story, but it's all right. Sometime we are destined to do things. So my destiny took me here. So started from a multinational, and now I'm a teacher of English.
Yeah, and like whatever happened, it worked in your favor. So it was
Yes.
kind of it was kind
Yes.
of a destination plan for you. And also, I have a question for you, sir. That I have checked your channel. You have been posting content about related to English, like grammar and something. But like it's been like few months, or like recently you have got into these kind of sessions that you have been posting and these kind of conversations. So
Mhm.
may I know how did you find about these sessions, and how did you got into these sessions, I would say.
Um, Candidly speaking, I was not pretty much into YouTube. I started my channel in 2020. That was only for my students. Some of the people, those who are not able to take classes, so I was uploading those videos that could help those people. So later on, when I checked some of the channels, so people they were talking to others. And being a teacher, sometimes you do not get an opportunity to enhance your communication skills because you are surrounded by the people, those who are looking up to you, and they want to get knowledge from you. So it's all about learning from them also. But I wanted to check my own level. I wanted to communicate further to the people, those who are better than me or those who match the same level. And that's how I came into this, uploading videos and interacting with others. So that's how I started this.
Okay, that is nice. Even like, sir, I was also, trying these days to connect with teachers mostly to like speak with them and like get so many suggestions or tips regarding English. But like, I was also, coming across to so many co-learners like me. The students were there who are trying to improve their English. So it was like kind of difficult to find teachers. But like, I had a conversation recently with this lady Shanta. Her name is, I think, her.
Yeah,
So I
I also
found
connected
your,
with
I
her.
yeah, and through her channel I found you. So that is why I contacted you. So, it kinds of makes me feel, it kinds of make me feel happier, when we are interacting with a teacher. So yeah, here we are now.
Yes, I received your email. Sorry for replying late because you know that there are a number of people those who want to talk nowadays. There are many those who have already started their channels just because they want to improve their communication skills. So my mailbox is flooded with those emails. So sometimes it is quite difficult to see all of them and reply at the same time. So when I saw your email, so I started thinking that let's go, and because today we are talking and I had some time, so that's why I replied that.
Yeah, I can totally understand because I know you are quite popular on YouTube, and there must be so many people who are trying to approach you to have this kind of conversation. And I really feel happy, like I was expecting that you might be busy because of the you are not only you are also a teacher, so you must be busy with those as well. So I had expected this. I knew that someday you will message me whenever you feel free. So now it was it. So I didn't wanted to miss this opportunity. I was just scrolling through and I got your mail. So I thought, okay, I should grab this opportunity and like have this session right
So
now.
as you said that you're from Pakistan and this is our neighboring country. So do you get opportunities to speak to people in English there?
In Pakistan,
Yes, in the place
no,
like near your
yeah.
locality and the place that you come from.
No, like in the place that I am living in, the area that I am living, there is no one who speaks English. But like it is that this is the thing that I am having this kind of conversation because I'm not getting an environment. Even though people know English, like they can speak English, but the thing is that we don't speak English. I don't know for some strange reasons. Whenever we sit together, even I have an example. Whenever I sit with my friends, I hang out with them and we do kind of make this kind of pact that we will speak English from now on. And I don't know, for some strange reasons we don't speak English, or we start with speaking English with sentence in English, and I don't know, we switch to our mother tongue. So it kinds of never, it's kind of a no environment, I would say. So that is why I chose this thing, the virtual conversations, which is helping me retain the fluency that I have in English.
So I did not have that kind of a freedom when I was learning English, because at that time people were not on like into watching YouTube videos and all. So it was quite a different kind of a journey. I did not have a mobile phone to start with. I was from a Hindi medium school, and in my own whole family, nobody speaks English. So I'm the only one who speaks English, and I can relate myself when you are saying that you do not get people around. And when we talk to our friends, like childhood friends, so we are pretty much comfortable with the language that we mostly speak. Because here in India we have Hindi. I don't know about because I think you speak Punjabi sometime, and might be Urdu. Because I have heard some of the Pakistanis speaking Punjabi.
Yes, there are people who speaks Punjabi. Like, as we have four states in Pakistan, Punjab is one of the states, and from Punjab there are so many people who speaks Punjabi. So it is like a mother tongue in Punjab, the Punjabi language.
Yeah, when I was working for a British company, I was working in a multinational company. So I interacted with so many people from Pakistan over the phone calls. So they used to force me to speak Punjabi because I'm also Punjabi. So it was not easy to speak to them in a mother tongue or something like this, because when you are working somewhere, so all the watchful eyes are there, you are under the scrutiny. So but I used to make my seniors understand that this person doesn't know how to speak English, so may I go ahead and speak in Punjabi. So that's how the things were happening. So I thought like Punjabi is the most spoken language in Pakistan after Urdu.
No, actually, Urdu is the most spoken language, and then there is
Yeah, that's
Punjabi.
what I said. After Urdu, like Punjabi is
Okay,
the
okay,
most.
I got it. I got it.
Yes. So you are a student of English honors, right?
So, English literature.
Literature. All right. So I don't want to get into this, but do you really think that by reading or by studying literature, it helps us to understand English better? Just a minute. There is a phone call.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, and visible too.
Yeah. Where were we?
Yeah, you are asking that, like, do I think that literature and reading makes us?
Yeah, as you are a student of English literature, so do you think that English literature or being a student of English literature helps a person to understand and speak better English?
I think it kind of does, like, because of I not like too much, like it wouldn't help too much in English, but it somehow does. Like, for example, when we are reading, we get a lot of vocabulary words. We also find some advanced sentence structures as well. So we do get we can ask questions from our teachers, like how it is, like what is the meaning of certain word, or how this what kind of sentence it is. So it kind of does in this kind of thing, like we can grab vocabulary as well from reading. And yeah, this is something that we can
You Sorry, if you are a teacher of English, it does not your this profession does not give you any breathing space, because there are lakhs of words, thousands of words. Every other day a student comes with a different word, different sentences, so we have to answer so many questions. So it becomes a bit difficult sometimes, like you are sleeping in your bed and suddenly the message pops up on WhatsApp where somebody is asking what is the meaning of golgappe, or what is the meaning of this, what is the meaning of that. Sometimes it is quite challenging. This job is quite challenging at times.
Yeah, but nowadays, we should not disturb teachers all the time. Like as you said, it happens when we are sleeping and message pops up. So we should not disturb teachers all the time. We have internet, we have virtual, we have digital media, and we can search the word on internet, and it would be easily
Yeah, even
available on.
I tell them, whenever you are not able to get the meaning of certain words, on the internet, then you can come up with this particular question. But sometimes they are quite excited, and some people get time during night, so they start studying. They might have only one room to study, so they, even I used to study in the same way, when I used to think that once my all family members go and sleep, then I might wake up and start doing things like this. So they want to ask the question then and there.
Yeah, that is very true. Like it happens. Like, may I ask you, like, on which grade students you are teaching?
I don't teach any particular grade. People come for English communication skills and grammar. That's what I teach. I have students from all age groups.
Okay. So, I was actually trying to say that I am a university student. So, as a university student, we are more relied on ourselves than teachers. Like teachers only gives us lectures, and like we if we have any question we ask them. So it is like limited to a class only. We after getting out of the class, if we have any kind of questions, we don't ask them. Like we can ask them, they have given us this.
In university, it is not possible to ask question all the time, those typical
Yeah.
difficult words, because you can ask certain things related to your literature, or like Chaucer, Milton, Shakespeare. So if you have problems with them, or Bronte sisters, Jane Eyre, you might have read that. Even I
Yes.
studied MA English, so I understand that.
Yeah, actually, Jane Eyre, actually, I have read its prequel. Then I got interested into reading Jane Eyre. So it's prequel I have read, and its name was something. Yeah, I forgot the name, but the novel I read was prequel of Jane Eyre. Then I have to read Jane Eyre as well.
So, how much time do you devote to your channel? Like you are running a YouTube channel, so how much time do you devote to this?
Actually, I have started my YouTube channel. It's been like only 15 days or 16 days or weeks, I would say. So I don't devote so much time. Like I just upload these kind of conversations only, and yeah, only one video on each day.
Okay, so through YouTube, we can interact with so many people from all over the world. Right now, I'm talking to somebody from Pakistan, and I'm sitting in India, so that gives us that kind of a freedom. So, what do you think? By talking to people, is it the easiest way to learn a language, or there should be another approach?
I think for me, the most effective approach I have come across is the conversation that we are having right now, because it kinds of give us an environment of speaking English, and through this we can overcome any kind of hesitation if we are feeling, or we can become comfortable as well as confident. So I think this is the method that I have come across. This is the most effective method, I would say,
Yeah,
for
even
learning.
I find it very like intriguing when you're talking to people one on one or face to face. So it is quite like a impressive way of learning, because when you are writing and translating from your mother tongue to English, so it takes a lot of time, and it is quite a conventional way. I'm not simply striking it out from the equation. What I'm trying to say is that everything is important, but when you interact, because the way that we learned our mother tongue, that was just because we were in that environment, we were talking to people on different scenarios or different situations, so that's how we ingrained or we learned so many things. But when it comes to learning a different language or a foreign language, so we should have the same kind of approach.
Yeah. So I think this is so you are also trying to say this is the effective method,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I just wanted to know your opinion. So my opinion is quite the same. We are talking about the same thing.
Because when we are like as you might have heard about this proverb, practice makes man perfect.
Yeah, that
So
came in
this
my mind also.
Yeah, so the thing that we are having, it's kind of practice, like we are interacting to so many people. So it's kind of repeating things, like, we are conversation, like we are repeating, like we are speaking English. So it is kind of a practice that we are doing. And like it is making us perfect. It is making our language perfect. So I think this is how it can be said that it is a perfect language.
But many people, those who are like beginners or those who start learning, so they often try to use those typical difficult words which they are not comfortable using. So, like, what do you want to say about that?
Yeah, I think I totally agree with you. Like they use difficult words, but I think they should not use difficult words. They should like use simple words, because if you are a beginner, you should like try to focus on speaking part. As a beginner, you have to speak, so you have to focus on speaking part and not focus on grammar while you speak, because when we focus on grammar we won't be able to speak properly, and we will take a lot of time while speaking, because we will be thinking in our mind that if we are making sentence correct or not. So
Yeah.
initially we have to not focus on grammar, and I also try to use simple words, because from childhood we are learning simple words, not the highest or advanced vocabulary. So it would be kind of like comfortable for us as well when we use simple words. So it would be easy for the beginners to use simple words and not focus on grammar. They will eventually and gradually they will become grammatically correct as they keep speaking.
Yeah, even I suggest the same kind of thing. Like, as we learned our mother tongue, and we do not use those typical difficult words in our mother tongue. So, what is the need to use those words in your English communication? Because sometimes the other person is not able to understand. That's where the person, like, because it's all about speaking to the other person. Language is just like a bridge between two. If I am not able to communicate with you and you are not able to communicate with me, it means there is something lacking. So we do not have the proper language with us. So if I am speaking in a manner which is quite understandable to you and you are saying something which I am able to understand, it means the job is done. But why do we need to make it so complicated by using those Shashi Tharoor kind of words? We should learn those words also whenever that is required. So you need to have something in your arsenal. So when somebody speaks in that manner, so I can take out those magic words. I can say that magic word. So, but all the time we should not use that. We should understand the listener first.
Yeah, definitely. And as you said, we should learn those words, but we should use only when we are speaking to someone whom we can understand, that he or she will understand the words, or who is advanced speaker. Because somehow using those words, our idioms, phrases, are like proverbs in our language. It kinds of makes our language stylish or attractive. But only we can use these things with any like native speaker or anyone who's
Even
a native.
native speakers, I have spoken to so many native speakers, even some of them do not understand those words. So it's not easy. Even I am a Hindi speaker. Some Hindi speaking people, those who are better than me, those who have gone through all the literature and everything, if they start using some like complex structures in some of the words, I might not be able to understand that, because understanding comes from the surrounding, by the things that we are exposed to, by the kind of knowledge that we simply gain from different sources. So these are like quite limited things. If you talk about English literature, so there are many more things which other people might not be able to understand. If you talk, like if you ask them what is the meaning of personification, they might not be able to tell you. It doesn't mean that they do not know English. So metaphors are there. There are many more things. So literary terms are there. As you know that you are a student of
Yeah,
English literature.
no problem.
So if you talk about those, I should call them jargons, those technical terms from that language. So other people not be they would not be able to understand. So what is the need to make it so complicated? It's just a language. We should enjoy talking.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And as you mentioned that you have spoken to so many native speakers, and if you believe me, I have never come across to any native speaker whom I can have a conversation with. And I really wanted to have, I have been trying to approach, and like I'm not finding any native speaker who is doing this kind of thing that I can, connect with them, I can approach them. So I really wanted to have conversation with native speakers.
You can find them like different applications are also there, but on through YouTube you can approach them. I do have some friends, when I was working, I came across those people. I have a sister from Australia. She's not my real sister, so we simply happened to meet each other through some social media applications, and now I call her sister. So whenever she is in trouble, sometimes she sends me a message, and we start chatting to each like chatting with each other. So that's how I got some people. So when you go through some of the applications or where people are there, like Facebook, Instagram, you can approach them. Because YouTube, I don't know, people check their mails most of the time. Honestly speaking, I don't check my mails all the time, but sometime I do that because nowadays I'm uploading some videos. So very soon you will be talking to some of the native speakers if you keep looking for them.
Okay, so I think I should keep looking for them on Instagram. I
Yes,
need
if
to
you
approach them through.
yes,
Yeah,
if
I
you
will
find
try.
someone. Mhm. So is there anything that you want to ask?
No, right now I don't have any question.
So it's really nice talking to you. So I have a class now. I have an offline class. So I hope we will have another session very soon. So it's a very nice talking to you, and like keep learning.
Yeah, it was also very nice from my side as well. I really enjoyed, having conversation with you. It was really helpful, connecting to a teacher. He has, some different amazing perspectives about things. So it's really informative session for me as well. So yeah, thank you for taking your time. I know you are very busy, so yeah, thank you for taking your time. And yeah,
Pleasure is all
so
mine. We will get connected soon. Take care. Bye for now.